operating the economies, right? They were operating the governments. And that's all come to light now. And if you're not paying attention because you don't like politics, that's fine. But that's the reality I'm telling you of. So
I agree.
When you have these resources, be able to sit on your hands. Sit on your hands and try and gain understanding. Observe, analyze, understand, and then try and discern what it is you're supposed to be doing. Because everybody has a purpose here, whether it's given to you by God or the universe. You have something you're supposed to be doing. And the more you run away from what you're supposed to be doing, the worse it's going to be for you, and the harder it is on you. You're eventually going to wind up doing the same thing, unless you just avoid it until you die. But that's what I want to tell to you guys. You guys, if it weren't for how screwed up everything is, you could have been immaculate. You could have been a perfect creature, a perfect being. But malicious and malevolent people, creatures, I would rather call them, have fucked everything up for the majority of us. You're still very beautiful, and you're an individual, and you are a light in the darkness. But we have to create a world where our children can be immaculate, where they can enjoy their God-given rights and they can be truly free, because we should all want a better life for the next generation, and that means giving them things that we couldn't have. Thank you.
Love it. Yeah, it's like, for me, I set out to actually hopefully find a community. I knew that it had to exist, and I was talking to my life coach, telling her, this is what I'm going to do, and it took like over 5 years to get to the steps to be able to do it. And now I'm like 3 years into it, so like 6 years ago, you set out on a journey, however long it was for each one of us, right? And you said, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to find this knowledge because I know something's not right, something's wrong, and I should be a part of this. I should find a way to make change, and at the same time, maybe I make enough money to put the down payment down on a car, for one of my kids, and help them build their credit score. Things like that. You set out on that journey, and here you are. And it's a beautiful emotion. But I'm so happy that I actually found all of you, and I would not have found that if I hadn't reached out to like my teenage daughter and said, will you help me figure out how to get signed up for Discord and Reddit, and then all those mornings getting up at 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and never being able to really ever do anything like on Wall Street bets, but learning by listening, to these communities talk, and then finding people on YouTube that were putting stuff out like Kai's, and realize, like, I know Mako knows because I know Mako was there, and I still get to be a part of that community, of people, because I spent my Saturdays, or I spent my days listening to Realize and gained all this knowledge, and freaking now we're here, and it's like, why would anybody walk away from wanting to consume the best knowledge that there is probably on the internet, most honest, most forthright, and truthful sharing that goes on in the stock market is in these spaces by the people in this community. I guarantee it, and that could be AMC or MMLT, all of them, and we're their reckoning because we freaking saw through it and knew that they were freaking taking advantage of people. And I could have sat on my hands and said, fuck it, I don't have to do anything else in my life. Or I could have said, I'm going to save some money. And it took me, time to save over $30-something thousand. And then I said, I'm going to make my move. I don't care whether I lose it all. I'm going to find the people that understand fucking what it means to trade places and fucking hold. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what they fucking taught me. So fucking delete that fucking movie from the internet. Like when we think of like people wouldn't survive watching this movie or watching fucking Archie Bunker on TV. What's the problem? Like, really? Come on. We're better than that. And it's taking somebody like Ryan Cohen to show the world that you have to fucking build it fucking first, instead of all this destruction and dismantling that's going on around us.
Yeah.
Why'd it get so quiet?
I'm eating.
I was walking inside to get a Gatorade.
Is there anybody in there? If not, if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on now. I see you've got it shorted down.
Oh, I saw that Iron Maiden's going on fucking tour. Shit, that's right. Glad you started singing some rock like that.
MOASS Maiden.
Yeah. I got to see if they're coming to Phoenix. I saw their plane.
I thought I'd just come up and say for a minute. I mean, you guys are saying some nice things. Good to hear. You know, somebody mentioned that the rich really live under their means. I actually lost both of my parents before the age of 45, and I would give anything to have them back. Especially, you know, I would give up everything I have just to have them back in my life, because, you know, they taught me a lot. We had amazing experience. I have a great childhood, and, you know, to have them back would mean more to me than any amount of money. So I'm very grateful for the time I did have with them. And as for me, if I come into MOASS money, and when I do, like, I'm gonna approach things slowly, like make sure that I've set everything up, protect myself, so that whatever I do amass is protected and I can use it to help my friends and family, maybe start a business that will help others in life, give back to the world, and just things like that. So like, I'm not in a rush to do anything per se. I'm just gonna make sure I get all my I's dotted and T's crossed, and make sure that my family's good, and then maybe begin to live life again, free myself from the chains, you know, that have held me back from doing all the things I wanted to do in life. I don't actually need a lot, but I do want to enjoy all that life has to offer. And by that, I mean travel and see the world and enjoy time, not necessarily, you know, a Lambo and all that. So, anyways, just wanted to throw in some of my thoughts.
I feel like Meatloaf in Fight Club, and you guys are just being hugged to my big, large male breasts right now.
Anybody ever been hugged like? Has anybody ever been hugged like that? I got hugged like that, man, and it was quite the experience. This guy was so freaking big, he fucking hugged two of us at the same fucking time. It was like he was bigger than fucking uh, Silverback, and Silverback's big. Yeah, I needed it though at the time. You know.
Silverback's big?
Yeah, he's ripped. He's cut as hell. I want to wrestle him in a ring full of spaghetti.
When did you see Silverback?
I think in Atlanta.
I think I had my head up my ass because I don't even remember saying hi to him.
Yeah, he
I
was
don't know.
down
You
there.
know, I think I walked down the whole line of everybody and said hello to as many people as I could when I got there.
I usually hide from everybody. I'm a shy little bitch in person.
I don't know about that, Cass.
Well, in house, I'm fine, but out in the events, I'm pretty fucking meek.
You're reserved.
Very much so. That's my space.